So we want to do number 25 and 11.7, and it's this giant word problem. So let's read it together. This is so teachery. Reading out of a book. The damage done by an earthquake is related to its magnitude. Duh, thank you. Great. The population of the area affected. Duh. And the quality of buildings in the area. Slightly less duh, a little bit scary actually, right? The August 17 earthquake that hit Izmit, Turkey is rated by some as the number 7 worst natural disaster to ever occur. Which begs, of course, the question, what were 1 through 6? Now I fall into a Wikipedia hole, right? Okay, after I get out of my Wikipedia hole and remember that I was supposed to be doing this problem, they say, at 7.4 on the Richter scale, it's the greatest earthquake to hit a major city since the 1906 San Fran earthquake, which was estimated to be 8.25. Then they finally get around to asking the question here, which is, calculate how many times more intense the 1906 San Fran earthquake was than the 1999 Izmit earthquake. Which boils down, in totality, to the question, how much stronger is 8.25 than, how strong was this? Izmit?
7.4.
7.4?
Yeah.
You guys see that? Super long-winded way to ask a really pretty chill question. Yeah, they literally just want you to tell them how much stronger this was. Okay, so if I subtract 7.4 from 8.25, right? What do you get? 0.85. Okay, and now we have to remember this is a log scale, right? So what does this 0.85 mean? Yeah, this is the power of 10 different that these two things are. So where does this guy go to figure out how much more powerful this thing was?
10 to the power of 0.85.
Perfect. Right, I remember that on the Richter scale, right, an increase of 1 is a factor of 10 in power. So an increase of 0.85 is 0.85 factors of 10, right?
So that would be 8.5.
So I get 8.5? No.
Wait,
Not 10 times 0.85.
10 to the power of 0.85,
10 to the
right?
power of 0.85.
So I got
7.07
7.079.
or so?
Yeah.
So I would answer this question as, like, how would you say this is earthquakes?
It's 7 times greater. 7 times
Yeah.
stronger.
About 7 times stronger.
Okay. I did something completely different.
I don't know why I answered that with a question. And then I should maybe reread the question and see if I answered it.
That question is something easier than I thought.
So what did they actually, yeah, I know they gave me a different formula.
How many times more intense?
So how many times more intense the San Francisco earthquake was than the Izmit? So about 7 times stronger, I think, is legit.
If you wanted to plug into the formula, how would you do it?
Yeah, if I wanted to plug into the formula,
You would have to.
so I know that
That's
the
what I did. That's why I got confused.
Richter scale at San Francisco, right, is the log of the amplitude at San Francisco divided by the little a.
What would the little a?
So the little a is just a reference amplitude. That's literally just the units that go on earthquakes.
Size of the
Don't put anything in there. It's whatever the reference amplitude is, which is 10 to the minus 6 meters. I told you guys that I gave you this formula, right? Oh, we didn't cover Richter scale. Okay, if you watch the video for this, or if we talk about Richter scale in a bit, I usually give you this without that A, and then I tell you, hey, it's got to be measured in this funny unit, nanometers. Okay? If you forget that, really, the book's just saying, hey, divide by this A thing. A is measuring in nanometers. Cool. So let's see, I got this information. Which piece do I know about this?
San Francisco.
Yeah, I know the Richter scale in San Francisco was
8.25.
8.25, right? And in Izmit, I've got the Richter scale in Izmit should be the log of the amplitude in Izmit divided by that reference. What's the Richter scale in Izmit? 7.4. And then I want to know about this thing divided by that thing, so I need those guys out. So I apply a 10 to the stuff to both of these. You guys see that? Right? Or write them in exponential form, maybe. So this tells you you've got 10 to the 8.25 is the amplitude in San Francisco over the reference. And on this guy, 10 to the 7.4 is the amplitude in Izmit divided by the reference. And then I want to know about this number over that number. So maybe I'll put the A's on the other side. Why is that legal?
Because you're dividing by A, so you just multiply by A.
Yeah, I really did 10 to the stuff and then multiplied by A. You guys see that? So once I'm here, I want to know about this over that. So I take amplitude in San Francisco, divide by amplitude in Izmit. That's going to give me 10 to the, A times 10 to the 8.25 divided by A times 10 to the 7.4. Notice the A's are going to onesie out, right? Cancel. Why do they onesie out? Because it doesn't really matter what you're measuring it in, right? It's just power, right? So the what you're measuring it against piece doesn't matter. So those onesie out, and then you get out of it your 10 to the, what do you do with the powers here?
Subtract them.
Subtract them. That'll get you your 0.85. You see that? It's a lot easier just to remember that the Richter scale measures powers of 10, not powers, right? You guys see that? So a difference of 0.85 corresponds to a increase of 10 to the 0.85 power, right? Which gives you 7 times as powerful. You guys cool with that? This process is like the way advanced thing. This is maybe how I want you to think about this. Cool?